Stop and think for a second. If I told you there was a platform where people of any age could freely talk to each other, add each other as friends, join the same communities, and speak through voice chat, what would you think of it? To the unknowing eye, Roblox appears to be a safe children's game, a place where kids can explore their creativity, customize silly avatars, and play with friends across millions of unique servers. And maybe this was true during Roblox's mainstream boom in 2015. But today, Roblox doesn't seem like a children's game at all, and is quite possibly a dangerous environment for young kids. Modern Roblox contains everything from political groups to social communities and virtual economies, with every new update making it increasingly more difficult to moderate what occurs within the game. And despite these changes creating the opportunity for an advanced experience,
Dare play the type.
it also raises an important question. What happens to a game where adults and children share the same digital world? This is the true story of how a children's game became unsafe for children. The children's game that grew too large. It's no doubt that the age of Roblox players has largely increased as the game has grown older. But why is that? Well, some of this can be attributed to player attention, as players who were young during Roblox's boom in 2015 have now grown older while still playing the game. However, this doesn't fully explain why around 45% of Roblox's player base is above the age of 17. Without getting too much into the details, this anomaly ties back to how Roblox has built its reputation. Roblox's features where players are able to create and publish their own experiences and allow creators to monetize their games through in-game purchases, the selling of digital items, or offering their development services to others, has made Roblox a way to convert in-game work into real-world income. This has made Roblox more than just a game. For many players, it has become a platform for creativity, entrepreneurship, and even employment. But how does this massive shift and now prominent position of both adults and children inhabiting the same game impact users? Originally, Roblox only consisted of a chat in which all players in the server could type their messages to each other. During this time, it was very easy to moderate these chats, as certain words could be filtered out to reduce the amount of TOS breaches. However, this all changed in 2021, with the addition of the much harder to moderate proximity voice chat, where player experiences were impacted for better or for worse. With this newer environment containing both children and adults, Roblox turned into a game where people of any age were free to speak to each other with just the click of a button. Though the voice chat feature has brought a lot of entertainment and player-to-player connection to the game, it has caused just as much harm as it has good. The major issue with voice chat is its moderation. Players, specifically the younger side of the player base, are easily able to surpass the age verification process.
The color of flame, immerse the baby's head, wrap her up in the news of the world.
This kid is 10 years old! Get this kid out of my lobby!
This is very dangerous as it allows young children to talk to adults, which has its obvious implications. Additionally, due to the inability to effectively moderate servers, when players use language that does not align with guidelines, players can only be penalized after they have said the inappropriate content.
6-7.
This creates a dangerous dynamic where adults are able to say whatever they please to children, with, in many cases, just coming off with an in-game chat ban. This brings us to our next point of discussion. Community culture is essentially how the community interacts with each other. Connecting to the issue of voice chat, the large portion of current players being older brings a large influence to the gaming experience through aspects such as player behaviors, social norms, and humor present within the game. A clear example of this is the game's available avatar selection. Initially being fairly user-friendly for everyone, avatars were a good way for players to express their personality through their appearance. However, today, publicly available avatars can be inappropriate or heavily politically charged. I mean, take a look at this. How is this allowed? With an older audience, this also changes the experience within games. And in terms of social norms, there's a big difference between how a child approaches an experience like roleplay compared to an adult. Activities such as online dating have become more normalized within communities. And while children may join roleplay games to create stories and make friends, some older players use them for more mature interactions. And just a side note, this dynamic has left me wondering about why children have received a social media ban but not a ban from Roblox, as the game and its interactions closely align with how social media works. But there's a single influence that can be more detrimental to the player experience more than anything. By now, it shouldn't be a surprise that a large number of creators are money hungry, influenced by those who have made a living through Roblox. In recent times, many creators have shifted their focus to making games produce as much profit as possible, turning what would be a fun game into unappealing experiences. This has left Roblox in a state that feels as if paywalls exist around every corner, or where spending money is always the answer, as it can instantly grant players items that would otherwise require dozens, if not hundreds, of hours of grinding to obtain.
What is grow all? You can pay $3 and it grows all of your plants instantly.
Microtransactions like these are viewed as a way of taking advantage of the impulsive behaviors of young kids. And alongside this economy-based creator system, the amount of gambling-like features in games are increasing as well. Here's just one of many examples from a game called Murder Mystery, where to get skins, players must open boxes, which if you know CSGO boxes, this animation is hard to ignore. With underage gambling and youth gambling addictions becoming more of a pressing issue in recent times, an exposure to these mechanics at a young age through Roblox may normalize gambling-like behaviors. Oof! So where does this leave us? A game whose player base is far different to what was originally intended. Creators who are money hungry and a community who can easily break the rules. You're probably thinking by now, well, surely the CEO is going to do something about this. Well, the CEO has tried to implement AI face recognition to try and strengthen the age verification. But as of now, his actions have only been responded to by more outrage and lawsuits. I wish there was a happy ending to this story, but these issues are still ongoing, with no clear solution being decided by developers. I guess the real question now is, what's next?